The Jollof Derby date venue has been confirmed. The Afro-Caribbean Invitational Tournament. I've been talking about it here a bit on the channel. Ghana versus Nigeria, Jamaica versus Trinidad and Tobago. We have a venue for the game and the date's confirmed. We'll run you through all that today as the FA and the Ghana Football Association and the Nigerian Football Federation have confirmed a venue for these games. It will be 3 games of enthralling football action, 3 days, 27th, 28th, and then culminated on the 31st, where the final will be played. We'll also talk about Coach OTTO, KONADU, who has been in that position before as an assistant coach for the Ghana Black Stars, is calling for patience. He says this generation doesn't have patience for coaches. We'll hear what exactly he had to say. And Benjamin Asari, according to Coach Jay Sapon, despite all the praise, despite all the plaudits, it's not there yet. That is what he is saying. Subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell. Leave a like on the video. Share the video. And let others join in the conversation. Scan our QR code on your bottom left to join our Instagram family and grow it as well. I appreciate you guys so much. We'll jump right into it, and it's first of all going to start from none other than the game between Ghana and Nigeria and Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. The game is set to be played at the G-Tech Community Stadium in Brentford. I think that's the home venue for Brentford Football Club. That is where the game will be held. It's in London, and Ghana will be renewing rivalries with Nigeria at this stadium here. Home away from home. London is the venue for this one here. Ghana versus Nigeria is going to be fun, as always it is. But the game is not just between Ghana and Nigeria. As you already know, the Unity Carbat is being dubbed the Afro-Caribbean Invitational Tournament. Is going to take place between these 4 nations, 4-nation tournament as it is being dubbed elsewhere. Between Ghana, Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. Both or all countries are using it to fine-tune their squads ahead of the penultimate and final World Cup qualifier round of matches. September and then October. By then we'll know which countries are heading to the United States, Canada and Mexico for that amazing expanded 48 tournament World Cup. The first of its kind. It's being proposed that in 2030 it should be 64, which will be crazy in my opinion, for a centenary celebration, obviously. So 64 countries across the world. That will be a little over half of the world taking part in the World Cup. It'll be exciting, it'll be amazing, but it'll be a lot of work, and it just means more money for FIFA if you're into that kind of thing. However, there's been opposition on that. But the GTEC Community Stadium will host Ghana versus Nigeria, and also will host the game between Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. The two will play each other. 2 from the same continent will play each other. Then the finalists will play each other. Losers will also play each other for a 3rd and 4th place finish. And then we will have the one who will be crowned the winner of the Unity Cup. It was a cup competition that had gone dormant for a while, and it's been revived. May 27th, 28th, and then the 31st. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. If you want to purchase tickets for the game, I'll be updating you. Tickets information has not yet come out for this game, so I'll be updating you accordingly as and when I get them. We'll move on to my next story, and it has to do with Coach MAXWELL KONADU, a former Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach, a former Ghana Black Stars assistant coach. He was with the Black Meteors as well. He has said that patience has to be given to Coach OTTO. Was complaining about the fact that in this current generation, patience is not given to coaches. Now, the former Black Stars assistant coach, KONADU, has called on Ghanaians to exercise patience with head coach OTTO as he works to rebuild the national team. Now, speaking on Akuma FM, and now he reflected on the volatile nature of football support in the country, particularly in light of recent failures. And those failures include Ghana not qualifying for the African Cup of Nations. It's devastating. December will see our fellow African countries in action, and we will not be there. Ghanaians adore football. When things go well, they lavish praise on you. When things go wrong, the country becomes split. And that is how the game has sadly become, he noted. ADDO has started to regain public confidence after guiding the Black Stars to consecutive victories over Chad and Madagascar in March, putting Ghana in a favorable position to qualify for the 2026 World Cup in three-country World Cup in USA, Mexico, and Canada. We simply need to be patient occasionally on ADDO. But how many individuals can be patient? Today's generation will not be patient with you, KONADU added. He remains optimistic that continued positive results will ease the pressure on the coach. And what Maxwell, KONADU, and the likes will also have to understand is that the times we're in, unfortunately, he noted it, the times we're in, you have to find a way to be winning whilst you're working on building on the squad. Results have become king. It has always been the case, but recent times it has gone a step further. Results are what we are looking for. If things don't go well, we need the results to back them up. The results are all that fans care about. We've had betting issues. Betting is one of the reasons why results are so important to a lot of fans. Also, emotional aspect. It raises the happiness in the country. It dampens the spirits in the country when it doesn't go right. A lot of things come into play when you want to talk about the effect of results on a national team. The responsibilities on the coach. But then we forget that the coach is human. A human trying to get people to feed into his beliefs. Adults, for that matter. Nothing is as difficult as that. And we have to understand why youth development, building players from the youth ranks is so integral in building such a team spirit. ADDO is still learning on the job, I believe. He's still learning his trade, learning his craft. Unfortunately, the Black Stars is his learning field. And as also is the case, results are never going to be guaranteed, no matter who the manager is. We need to have patience at some point. Yes, the AFCON qualifiers was painful to not qualify for the AFCON, but we're doing well in the World Cup qualifiers. It's crazy, but we are doing well. We are on the verge of qualification. So it's like you could choose between one. And that's what happens in Nigeria right now. They are going to AFCON, but they will not be at the World Cup. We have to choose a side and try to give some leeway to the manager to get his ethos impacted into the players and to get them delivering the way he wants them to. And right now, things are looking good, and we hope they continue in such ways. My final story has to do with Coach J.E. Sapon. He feels that Benjamin Asare, despite all the praises, despite all the talks, is not at the level of Atizigi and Jojo Wolacott. He feels that they are a step behind him, those two still. Asare is a step behind those two still, despite all the praises that have come in for him and his performances, especially in recent times for the Black Stars in the two games, and Accra had to Folks game versus Mediama IC. And speaking about that, if you watch some of the highlights, you could see that some of the saves, though they were a bit dodgy, it revealed some lapses in his goalkeeping. That being said, they kept a clean sheet, and that is what I keep saying. The result is what people focus on and forget the nitty-gritty. Football has got into that. Those times we use the eye test to even determine Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or was not even based on goals scored, but because of what Ronaldo and Messi did and scoring outrageous number of goals, which I don't believe anyone, probably Haaland, can replicate, they had to be giving those awards for 15 close years. So yes, football has changed a lot in recent times, and despite us neglecting the eye test, J.E. Sapon is not buying it. He's saying that Benjamin Asare is still behind Joe Walcott and Lawrence Atizigi. Let me know what you think in the comments box there. And that is it for today. The Unity Cup venue, Ghana versus Nigeria, is out. We're playing at the GTEC Community Stadium in Brentford, UK, London. Make we meet for London. Make we meet for there, Nigerian people. Make we meet for there and do our rivalry. The Jollof Derby is going to be there. Also talking to you about patience for ADDO from MAXWELL KONADU. And Benjamin Asari is still below Atizigi and Jojo Wallacott. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your week.